Hello everyone, Kyle from TTO Parts. This video will go over the 107mm Videojet 6530 or Linx TT1000 pivot change 408666. We'll get started. You need to use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove your side plates. After the side plates are removed, we can take the screws holding the housing and idler pulleys off. Next, we'll move on to our PCB. We are going to use a 7mm socket wrench to remove the PCB nuts. Next, we'll use a 3mm Allen key to remove the motor screws. Now you need to pull your timing belts out of the way and remove the motors. Next, go back to the 2.5mm Allen key to remove the PCB gap. After the gap piece is removed, use a 4mm Allen key to disassemble the print head carriage plate. Then pull away from the main plate. Step 5. Time to disassemble the old pivot assembly. Now I need to start by loosening the two set screws with 3mm Allen key. Next, we're going to use that same Allen key to push the pivot shaft out. We need to push it to stick. Okay. This shaft tends to stick. You may need to use a little force here. Finally, take the belts out of the clamps and with the 2.5mm Allen key, remove the print head carriage plate. Now's a perfect time to tell you about TTOparts.com, your one-stop solution for all your industrial printer needs. Are you in need of high-quality parts for your Videojet 6530, Linx TT1000, or Markham X Series printers? Look no further. At TTOparts.com, we offer a wide range of OEM parts to keep your printers running at peak performance. Our customers trust us for top-notch quality and excellent service. Experience the difference with TTO Parts. Whether it's a replacement part or a whole printer you need, we've got you covered. Visit TTOparts.com now and find the parts you need to keep your business printing smoothly. Don't compromise on quality. Choose TTOparts.com. TTO Parts, precision, performance, and perfection. Order now and elevate your printing game. Ooh, time to unbox our new goodies. So this is the 408666 pivot assembly. Time to reassemble it in the reverse order. So we'll first start by putting the carriage plate back on, then followed up by the clamp onto the pivot to hold our timing belt. Now the most challenging part of this whole rebuild. We're going to have to reassemble the pivot and the shaft. Now be careful. 2 white spacers come with this assembly. They have to be installed. If they do not get installed as shown, your pivot will be able to rock side to side and it will cause grinding as your carriage moves in the printer, causing print head carriage position error. I use an Allen key to hold the second spacer in place. Then we're going to wrap up installing the pivot with our new set screws and our new peel arm. Now we got to put the carriage plate back in place. Be careful here. Use the idler pulley shafts as kind of a guide for your belt positionings. Now don't forget to put the PCB gap plate back in. I've done it before. Then we'll reassemble the motors. Now secure the motors with the screws, but slide the motors towards the center to keep all the tension out of the belts. After, slide the pulleys around the belts and onto their shafts. Then tighten the belts by sliding your motors away from the center and securing those screws. Step 9, reassemble the print head. Now make sure there's no gap in between the head and your peel arm. And finally, reassemble your PCB, rear housing, and side plates. Then you're ready to go.